it's the driving emotion we look at first. We can build cars that are the lightest, the fastest, and the most performing in the market. Sometimes in the past we did. But our special series, even if they are called pista, as I said, is to be able to extract the pilot which is in you, more than to just be raced on a track. So no matter how skilled you are, you don't need to be Sebastian Vettel to drive 488 pista. You can be one of our clients. We look at electrification, hybridization of our cars in terms of performance. We have already done our laboratory technological innovation car with La Ferrari. So that is a technology we know, a technology we master, and as long as it's improving the performance and the driving emotion and the fun to drive, it will probably be a technology that will also find its place on the range.
We need to be very pragmatic. With the introduction of the electrification, of course, the value of performance are different. Therefore, I would say if we talk about super sport car, the most important thing that we can give to our customers the chance to be very fast, not only for one lap, because they want to have fun for a longer time. And therefore, that's why we do believe that in this respect, will be still the reference for a lot of manufacturers. You know, a couple of years ago, we were less than 1,000 cars. Now we have achieved at the end of the year 3,800 cars, world record increases. Next year with the new Urus, we are already heading versus the doubling the sizing of the company in 2019. Therefore, as soon as we have stabilized this growth, then we're going to look ahead with the right investment. For sure, we have already decided that the hybridization of our cars will be the future of our product.
We've called this car the Senna because it is so focused on track work, and really that was a speciality, the most complete racing driver there's ever been. McLaren's heritage, McLaren's DNA really is all about motorsport, so it is all about driving on the track. What we try to do with our Ultimate series is we take something to extreme and we try to make it the ultimate with those extreme attributes, and this is the most incredible track car you could ever imagine, but still road legal, and that's a fairly delicate balance.
Yeah, electromobility is very important for Porsche, but our product strategy is based on 3 pillars. First, we will improve our combustion engines, like the GT3 RS we presented today. Then we are going for plug-in hybrids with a very big success, like the new Panamera. And now with electromobility, next year we will present the first full electric car of Porsche, the Mission E. And the study we presented today based on the Mission E. There are a lot of diesel fans. And when you want to drive 1,000 kilometers without filling, that's a big advantage. And you have advantages on the CO2 targets. And therefore, there are fans, but it's decreasing.
Most of our US sold production is produced in the United States or actually in the NAFTA region. So we have to rely on actually basically free trade around the world. So obviously we are concerned about tariff barriers being re-erected basically around the world. No direct impact yet, but obviously we are concerned that the move towards more tariffs is increasing at the moment. We believe this should be avoided by all circumstances, by the German lawmakers and by us as the industry, as our customers that have bought cars just a few years ago, obviously in the great belief that they could drive their cars anywhere they want to. We've launched a campaign in Germany to actually take 120,000 old diesel cars off the roads, replace them with new cars. Very successful campaign. We as manufacturers will do everything to avoid diesel from not being able to enter into cities. We think there are much cleverer solutions in coming to the same result, as basically clean air in our cities. And one of the key means is actually the cars behind me. They have zero local pollution and emissions, and obviously this is going to be a key contributor to cleaner cities and better air in the cities in the future.
It's also a matter of the young generation, because the young generation is always connected, and I think an automobile will be, let's say, the biggest smart device on roads. And therefore, I think it is a big challenge for us, but it is also a nice idea to approach. People want to be connected, and the car should be, let's say, the center control of that. First of all, we have to accept that also we did some problems. We as a company, we as an industry. And we should have communicated in a much better way. Of course, people are getting nervous, but nevertheless, I'm an absolutely fan of diesel. and Audi will maintain the diesel because it makes sense in big SUVs and so on. It is, from the point of fuel consumption, highly attractive. The new technology with AdBlue is perfect to get the right NOx measures and values, and therefore Audi will stick to the diesel.
It shows an alternative to personal transportation. So it's a mobility service, something you can order through your smartphone. It is meant for smart cities. It's part of a city, part of the ecosystem of a city, and it's a shared mobility.
Look at the situation in cities, in big cities today. Look at congestion, look at cost, look at the difficulty for people and to just be in a mobility that we could transform completely to be much safer, much more enjoyable, much faster and affordable.
The turnaround has ended. We're now into the stabilization. We have brand new product out on the floor as well, DB11, that has a V8 version, a V12, the Volante, and now the Vantage. We're just going through the press launches. So that success is based really around only one full year of DB11. And we just announced that actually, in terms of orders, the Vantage is going to be sold out for 2018 as well. So we'll see increased growth throughout this year. Will Brexit affect us? If the legislation allows it, then yes, but in theory, if everyone's talking, it should be a zero-sum game. I would hope, because there are many manufacturers working, again, cross borders, interlinked within Europe, that everyone will see sense, and actually, rather than just being complicated bureaucracy, it actually makes sense for the industry that there are no tariffs across borders.
We have 1,914 horsepower, below 2 seconds from 0 to 60. So it's something out of this world in terms of performance, but also technology. And this is the showcase what electric cars can do, but also we as a company. We wanted also to have comfort and usability, to make a really nice package. It's really compelling. But in terms of performance, I think there is not much out there, regardless of electric or hybrid or gas powered, that can beat this car.
It's what we call an electric performance hybrid. So it's the car with the longest pure electric range in the hybrid category, 150 kilometers. On top of that, 600 horsepower, 1,000 Newton meters, so a real performance car.
We're an electric performance brand. And if you want to think of it in simple terms, we're also a 90-year-old startup. New car, new company, new badge, but also in the background, 90 years of automotive history and accomplishment behind us.
A specific sports car is a two-seater. But if you have the demand to take your family in the car, and sometimes you like to hit a track or something like that, then this is the perfect choice. Because that car is really the best combination of everyday drivability and driving dynamics. At AMG, we strictly believe in hybridization of drivetrains, especially in the performance segment. And this is maybe the first car which brings the pure AMG hybridization to life within the next years.